Good afternoon. Today is Thursday, April 4, 2019. I'm Joe Paul, your local president. So let's talk about a few things in today's video. First of all, always request a steward if you're going to have an II. If management wants to take you in there and talk to you about something other than just a verbal discussion, if they start asking you questions, you request a steward, because that's where it turns into an investigative interview. Also, with the inspection service and the OIG, same thing. You're entitled to a steward. Let's talk about some other things. Well, there's not as many suspensions as of late. Usually we have tons of 7 to 14 days, many letters of warning, which we do have. Not many suspensions right now. We do have one removal case, and we're arbitrating that next week. So we hope to prevail. We have some differences, obviously, in that, but we feel like we have a good, strong case there. Let's see. We have another PTF getting converted in one of our associate offices, which is great. It's been harder to get PTFs converted, but we're working on those. And same with PSEs and PTS. We're continuing to try to get a full-time regular workforce, as many as we can get. We're up to 213, by the way, over the last 2 years. MVS been pretty quiet. VMF pretty quiet. But actually, MVS hasn't been as quiet as we like. We've won a couple arbitrations, at least a strong arbitration in Orlando, where we didn't want management to bust up runs. Now, if you work in MVS or VMF, you know what I mean by bust up runs. But management still continues to do it. We still continue to file grievances, and we're going after the money, and we're winning these. But they continue to do them. So they're wasting our time. But you know what? We're still going to waste their time, and we're going to get the money for our members. So that's what we work for. Maintenance department in the Orlando PNDC, always problematic. They're giving out discipline. They tried to disparage, make one of our stewards look like he was doing something wrong and spreading all this gossip on the floor like our steward was doing something wrong. Our steward did everything he was supposed to do to protect someone that they improperly removed him. Now, we were successful in that case. Now they're giving another suspension to another guy for something very similar. We have a lot of issues on our side here, and we're definitely working on that. But rest assured, our steward, and you know who he is, he's a steward, a maintenance steward, did not sell our people down the road. So if you hear that from management, you know that that's false. And if you buy into that story, that's a bad way to be, because we're not going to let you down, and that's just how they are. You know, management's like that. So don't listen to that stuff. If you have questions about it, you ask your steward, or you ask me, or you call the office. We'll make sure we'll set you straight, and we'll set them straight. Our contract, nothing as of late, which is kind of ridiculous, but not really. We know we're headed towards arbitration, and so it usually takes, it could be 6 months, could be longer. We could still come to a tentative agreement. I don't foresee that, but it could happen. But in any case, our national negotiators have our best interests at heart, and we're looking, Postal Service, if you read the letter I sent out maybe a week or two ago, my report, I listed all the positives that we're looking for and all the things that the Postal Service is trying to take away from us. So we're working hard on those. New stewards, we're going to have another stewards class. We've been so busy lately that we really haven't put one together, but we will. So stay tuned on that. The Function 1 scheduler, let's talk about that. Well, before I get there, let's talk about the Orlando Seminole PNDC in the maintenance department. We haven't had many problems. We have 7 new people that came over from the mail handler craft into our custodial craft by way of that in-service register. There's still a couple more still on that register. Then we're going to open it up again, and then it's going to be great. We're going to get APW members back on that list. But all 7 of them, I'm proud to say, have signed up for the union. We're proud to have you. Thanks. Back to the Function 1 scheduler. Now, we haven't heard much about the Seminole PNDC one. I don't anticipate it being any worse, not near as bad as it was before. I just got off the phone with Paul Widows, the implant support in the Orlando PNDC, and we're told it's not going to be as bad. They might have some extra jobs, maybe 15 jobs there, but it's not like new jobs. Well, they're new jobs, but not more conversions. As you know, we've converted like 50 people in the last 6 months over there. But we have like 17 unencumbered or unassigned regulars. So when you have those jobs posted, they're going to be posted installation-wide, and then when we have residual vacancies, after the dust settles, then they'll be assigned. So that's how that works. But there's going to be a job for everybody. As most of you know from my updates, we're getting defibrillators now. In the Orlando Seminole PNDC, and the Orlando PNDC, and all the PNDCs in the Suncoast District. So that's been a lot of work, but we've gotten that done. We have over 60 people between the two, not all APW, a lot APW, but 60 that have signed up to be on the defibrillator training, the first responder training, and CPR training. So they're going to be getting some kind of training soon. They're bringing people in, an outside company, and they're going to be qualified on that. So that's positive, especially with the recent death that we had. I see Lakeland PNDC, we're going to have 2 new full-time regular jobs posted. That's going to be probably in the next couple weeks. They're going to be like a Sunday, Wednesday, a Sunday, Thursday. They're going to be at the main office. So keep your eyes open for that. We work long and hard to get new jobs, and we're getting new jobs. These aren't from someone retiring and repost them. They're new jobs. So keep looking for those. I see the PSE and PTF canvassing. You'll see that if you're a PTF or you're a PSE, you're going to see some letters coming out, and they should be posted in your job too. But they're going to be talking about jobs within 50 miles, career opportunities. It's normally 50 miles from your domiciled location. So look for those. If you see any that you like, put in for them. Follow the directions on the postings that you see, because this is a great opportunity. But I would suggest, if you see one in some smaller office or wherever, go to that office. See what it's like. Talk to the people. See if that's something that you're really wanting, because you don't want to go someplace and find out later you made a mistake. Wounded Warrior Leave. Now, Bob asked me to bring that up because we're getting a lot of questions on his side and from me. Remember, in the Wounded Warrior Leave, it's for, you get 104 hours to use. That's in addition to your regular sick leave and annual leave if you're a 30% disabled veteran, service-connected disabled veteran. And you must fill out not only a 3971, but a 5980. A lot of people are just submitting 3971s. You have to have the 5982. 5980, not 82, but 5980. You have to have both of them when you submit that. And if management says, like I heard today, one of the offices, well, I don't know if we can fix this because I already put it in wrong. You have 15 days to submit it, very similar to FMLA, so don't let them pull that on you. So remember all that. And really, I'm about over. Well, anyway, I want to thank you guys for being members of our local and proud members of the American Postal Workers Union. Thank you.